They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll bring it back. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. The Longhorns offense will have the football first. It felt like a victory for all of college football when these two met for the first time since 2011, a game that we called. And just last year, Texas showed that resilience, went into Kyle Field, and just as they had done in the previous meeting, they walked out of Aggie land with a W.
Well, Texas ran the football last year. They were dominant up front. Then Travion Wisner had a career day with 186 rushing yards. Remember that great Arch Manning run early in the game for a touchdown as well? They were doing it all sorts of ways. And you know, coming into this one, David, they're going to want to get that ground game established.
And you know Coach Elko, like, who is a physical, tough, defensive-minded coach, the head coach for Texas A&M. He's talking about that. Like, you guys got bludgeoned up front. You got beat down. They got a couple turnovers in the red area. Otherwise, that game would have been even worse. They scored on defense, not on offense. A&M has a lot to prove in this game from what happened last time they faced each other.
Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so high. Coming out of high school, you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against...
Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out, dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
The Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to test the right side with this one. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Manning. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. All by himself down the middle. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, Dave. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played 1 before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
They're going back to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down, and you want to create... Or third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Jackrabbit. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Texas. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the...
Picked off. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up for the big play.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, as a result is an INT.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the lone running back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here. But it was...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Scanning the field, it's Reed. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
It's complete to the left.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback keeps it, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Manning. Trying to find the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Buying some time. He's going to take off. Brought down. 33, but not before he gets 10.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Rides the back on the option to give. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Right down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Daniels.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Daniels. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position to go in 3rd.
Got a man. It's Concepcion. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hard running there. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab. It's Washington. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quickly complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First and 10. QB draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Snags it. Touchdown, Longhorn. Once he got to room, it was over.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Buys a little time with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Running into the open space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense...
Turning it on! That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He's got the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. They have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back. Who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
Got it behind the line. It's Concepcion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The week has been immersed in midnight yells,